Hey guys, so we are getting ready for chapter 2. So we finished up this last week in accounting 1 for chapter 1. We talked about the difference between an asset, a liability, and owner's equity, and we did some basic transactions. So when you were doing your application problems, you got a little bit of practice with some numbers. Remember, the plus equals plus, minus equals plus. We're going to add some more of that, those little um, uh, I don't know, what do you call it in my head? I just totally blinked out. Oh my gosh. Just those little clues to your 3x5 card that we created. So we're going to continue on that. We're going to continue in that area by using those T accounts and really working on those and really working on that double entry accounting. So making sure that every transaction has two accounts to it. So that's what chapter 2 is. So here's my accounting equation. Remember, you have this on, we talked about this on your, when we did our lecture here at the very beginning the other day. So this is on your 3x5 card. This is my accounting equation. So I've got my assets on my left, my liabilities and my owner's equity on my right. Remember, one side is debit, one side is credit. Debit's the left, credit's the right. And that's all that they really mean in our situation, okay? So it all just depends on what side of that equal sign, if it's its normal balance or not. Okay. So that's where we're coming. So we kind of did like both um chapter 1 and 2 a little bit together. So hopefully you'll keep in the swing of things for this chapter. So we have this in your 3x5 card. So any asset that we have, and I gave you guys your list, your normal balance will be your debit, your decrease will be your credit. For your liability, which is your accounts payable right now, your normal balance will be your credit, your minus will be your debit, and the same thing with your owner's capital. Notice it just says capital on here. Your capital will have the increase on the credit, and the debit will be your decrease. So, we're going to talk a little bit more about transactions and how they affect the business and that into those debit and credit parts. But we always have to start off with, when we create our business, we create the chart of accounts. And basically, we create a list of accounts that we think that we're going to use. Most people use software called like QuickBooks. And so they already have some predetermined accounts in there. But when we're in a sole proprietorship, we're going to start with some. We may have to add others at a different time, but at least we're going to start with our basics, what we think we're going to use. And that is what we're going to do with our chart of accounts. So it looks like this. So this is the company that we're always going to use, Delgado Web Services. We have our list of assets here. Cash, an account called petty cash, we're not going to have to worry until like chapter 5 about. We have a couple of accounts receivable. So those are my clients, right? One's Main Street, one's Valley Landscape. There's my supplies and my prepaid insurance. We have a couple of payables, my liabilities, Canyon Office Supplies, Mountain Graphic Arts. Those are the people that I do business with, that I buy from, right? Accounts receivable is clients buying from us. Payables are us buying from other people. And then we have our owner's equity, capital, drawing, and an account called income summary that we're not going to have to worry about until I think it's chapter 8. Now our sales is getting its own account. Remember, I told you that our sales and all of our expenses were that first chapter, we were going to put them into capital. Now they're going to have their own little lives and their own little accounts separate from capital. So our 400s are revenue. And those are, so notice, assets are 100, liabilities 200. If you think like a hand, assets, liabilities, owner's equity, revenue, and expense. The expenses are our weakest link, so it's our weakest finger, our pinky, right? So we have our revenues, those are our sales, and those start with 400. And then we have our expenses, and these, notice the expenses are listed in alphabetical order. Okay, and they all have the word expense except for the cash shorten over. They'll have the word expense at the end. We want to do that because we already have prepaid insurance, and if we just say insurance and not insurance expense, things can get a little dicey. So, also, another thing to notice, and we're going to talk about this, is that each one is listed as 110, 120, 130. There's a reason why that is. Okay. So, this first transaction we've already done already in accounting in last chapter. January 2nd, we received cash from the owner as an investment. Remember, the first two words tell us our first account, received cash. So cash is our first account. Did it go up or down? Since I received it, it went up. So that's my first half. And then the other half is from the owner, which is my capital account. And so I have to have, so if my cash went up on the debit, then remember I have to have a debit and a credit. So there's my debit and cash, there's my credit and capital. So I have my plus equals plus, I have my debit equals credit, I'm good. Goes for everything. So I paid cash for supplies. So again, first two words, paid cash. So what happened to my cash account? It went down. So, because I had to pay it. So my cash is going down. But remember, my second half, I bought supplies. Supplies is also an asset. So remember, assets, liability, owner's equity are our classifications, and then cash and supplies are those are accounts within those classifications. So supplies is also an asset. So I had one asset that went down and one asset that went up. So my supplies went up, my cash went down. There's my debit, there's my credit. And they're on the same side of the equal sign, so we're good. 165 minus 165 is 0. Paid cash for insurance. Same thing. Cash is going up, insurance, that's that prepaid insurance. That's also an asset, and our cash is going down. Paid cash, Janet. Come on. Cash is going down. Prepaid insurance is going to be going up. So they're both assets. So I'm using an asset to buy an asset. So my prepaid insurance is going up on the debit and cash is going down on the credit. Bought supplies on account. So remember, always deal with those first two words first. I bought supplies. So that means I have more. So I have more supplies. So that means my supplies are going to go up. So that's going to be my debit. And then it says on account. So that means I haven't paid for it yet, right? I haven't paid for it yet. And I owe Canyon Office Supplies. So since I owe them, that means I owe them more. So they're my liability. So you're going to see there's my asset, supplies. It's going up as a debit. And here's my liability, my accounts payable, Canyon Office Supplies. And it's going up and it goes up on the credit. So there's my plus equals plus and my debit equals credit. Okay. I'm trying to go fast. I'm sorry. I don't want this video to last forever. Okay. So this transaction is paid cash on account. So remember, I just bought something on account. Now I'm going to pay for it, or at least partial for it. So I'm going to pay cash on account to Kenyon. So I'm going to send them a check for $100 for what I just purchased in the last one. So my cash is going to go down $100, and the amount I owe to Canyon is going down $100. That's why it's on the debit side. So here's my negative equals negative, and my debt credit equals debit. So as long as I still have that, I'm good. Sorry, my nose itches. So here's how some of those transactions are going to affect the owner's equity. So we're going to have those sales accounts now and expense accounts. So, owner's equity, remember we talked about investment, we talked about the owner withdrawing money from the company, we talked about revenue, we talked about those sales, making money, and how that affects the value of our business, and how paying bills affects the value of our business. So, we're still talking the same language for this one. So I received cash from sales. So since I received cash, my cash is going up. And then remember, sales is how I make money. Sales is my revenue. It increases the value of my business. So it's going to be set up the same as capital, because capital is my account for my investment from my owner. So it's still an owner's equity account, but it's going to have its own account name, and it's only going to have a credit balance. And we're going to add that when you're in class. I'm going to have you take out your 3x5 card, and we're going to add this to the back of your 3x5 card. So my cash is going up, my sales are going up. I have my debit equals credit, and my plus equals plus. All right. Now, this one is we sold services. So remember, we made another sale, but we did it on account. So we haven't been paid for it yet. So we've earned the money, we just haven't been paid for it yet. So here's my sales over here, right? Credit, always, we can't have negative sales. And then the company or the company we performed the service for was Main Street. And so here's my debit. They're one of my clients. So they owe us money. They owe us $500. So there's my debit equals credit. My plus equals plus. And then now I have to pay for some of those bills. So I'm going to pay cash from my expense. So paid cash for communications bill for cell phone and internet, $80. I think you guys did that transaction, almost the same one last chapter. So our cash is going down the $80 and still under owner's equity. Notice my expenses are on that decreased side of the owner's equity, but we always have to keep track of our expenses. So when we divvy it out into an actual account, communications expense, it's going to be set up similar debit, credit, plus, minus to an asset, but it negatively affects my owner's equity. So that's why you see it on the debit side. But we have to keep track. So on its debit side, it'll be a plus, because we want to know at the end of the year how much we have spent on those expenses. So we keep track for the year, and then we go, okay, hold on. We spent way too much money in rent, or we spent way too much money in communications or utilities or whatever it is. We need to figure out a way to spend less money in that expense area. So we're going to keep track of those. So that's why you'll see, and we keep track of our sales too. And we're going to add that to the back of your 3x5 card also. This one is we received cash on account for Main Street. So received cash, those are my first two words. Cash is going up, and Main Street, because it's also an asset and they owe us less because they're paying us, is going to go down. So there's my debit equals credit. There's my plus and minus. Okay. And it can be like that because it's on the same side of the equal sign. The owner, personal use. So we have our Michael Delgado's, our owner, withdrew equity in the form of cash. So he is taking value out of the business. And so we're going to use an account called owner's withdrawals or owner's drawing. So you have Michael Delgado drawing. And remember, because it's reducing my value, it's going to go on that debit side of owner's equity. So like I said, like the other, like expenses, it's set up very similar to the asset, debit, credit, plus, minus. So the value, so I'm going to keep track of how much he's taking out. So that's why you see the plus on the debit side. And then we have to reduce our amount of cash because he's taking it out in the form of cash. So my cash is going down. Okay. All right. So hopefully we're just going to continue on and work on those transactions. And we're going to do the work togethers when you guys get here on Monday and Tuesday. All right. Have a great weekend, guys.